Guys, today is the first day of the 2024 Summer Olympic Games in Paris, France, and with opening ceremonies getting underway earlier this afternoon, American enthusiasm should be at an all-time high. The problem? Nobody really seems to care. With interest in the event waning over the past few years, we took to the streets of Bethesda to talk with local DMVers and find out whether or not they'll be tuning into this summer's games. Here's what they had to say. Hey guys, so it was early this morning that the top floor of the apartment complex here behind me was engulfed in flames. The fire that took place right up these steps, killing a man and his girlfriend as well as hospitalizing an 8-year-old boy. We spoke with a woman who claimed to be the aunt of the man who died in the fire. Here's what she had to say. Hey guys, so I'm at the Claridge House Apartments today where the same Toyota Corolla has been broken into not just once, but twice in the span of just a few weeks here. I spoke with the vehicle's owner earlier today to get her perspective on the issue, and she says that she's still in shock. Yeah, Doug, so earlier this week we had a ton of people calling in talking about the tornado warning, a lot of concerned citizens, but today, sunny skies as far as you can see, lower 80s, and people are out enjoying it. I'm about to talk to my new friend Danielle here. Danielle, what do you think of the weather?
Oh, I think it's wonderful and so happy to have the rain behind us.
All right, awesome. And how's this little guy enjoying it here?
He loves it. His favorite thing to do is to walk to Bethesda Row, so whenever it's nice out, that's where we head.
Okay, and what are your plans for the rest of the afternoon? Why are you out here?
Well, I did a little shopping. I had to pick up my makeup shopping spree, and I'm heading back to the other side of Bethesda to go to the outdoor concert in the Streetery.
All right, awesome. Sounds like a fun evening. Well, that's all from us, me and Danielle, but we hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon just like everybody else out here. The Washington, D.C. Go-Go Museum just held its grand opening in Anacostia. The opening featured free food, dancing, and live go-go bands performing to commemorate the historic occasion. The museum is the first of its kind, as it is the first go-go museum in the country.
We have over 80 museums in Washington, D.C., but until today, we had one missing. And now we can say when people come to visit our city, when young people are talking about our history and culture, that we have a go-go museum.
Go-go is a genre of music native to D.C. that was made the official music of the district back in 2020. Go-go music features heavy percussion and is deeply intertwined with D.C. history and culture.
It's a music with roots in African music, gospel music, rock and blues, and innovation. And it's a sound that has evolved with each generation. I grew up in DC. Go-go is part of my culture, is part of my lifeblood. So seeing this come to life has been phenomenal as a DC resident and as a council member.
The museum was co-founded by American University professor Natalie Hopkinson and local activist Ronald Moten, both of whom pushed for go-go to be made the official music of the city.
Where else in the country is anything like this happening? When you find out, you come back and tell me, because I know it's not happening.
Several public figures also came out to celebrate the museum's opening. Wiley Brown, the son of go-go music legend Chuck Brown, was touched to see the community-wide support for his father's legacy.
Y'all keep this thing going. Keep this thing going that my father started, man. And I know he's smiling down on all of us right now because we all keeping this going.
The museum is set to open up to the general public in February. For Backpack News, I'm Brandon Smith. The American University Wrestling Club just began practice for its second year of competition earlier this week. The team is coming off a successful first season of competition, which saw them earn wins at the JMU Invitational as well as the Builder Invitational. Newly elected Vice President Mazen Hashem has high expectations for the team and himself going into this season.
so far this semester I've been staying like a lot longer after practice, getting some work in, trying to add like an extra day of practice so we like get even better.
The Eagles were able to bolster their coaching staff over the offseason, adding former Division I wrestler McCoy Pace to their staff. The new assistant coach spoke to what he thinks he'll be able to bring to the table.
So I think I can bring, a level of detail to some of the moves that people haven't seen yet, different feels. I have some experience in freestyle and Greco, which helps in folk style, and I think I'm probably one of the best in the room at that. So I think I can bring some different feels that will help all the members of the club get better.
The team was also able to add to its roster over the offseason, adding more than double the wrestlers than it had last year. Hashem says this will only continue to help the team grow its wrestling.
We've been able to like bring a new energy to the club, triple our numbers, find more people that are like interested in the sport to like help us grow as like a group, as a community, as a team.
For Backpack News, I'm Brandon Smith.
System's getting creative.
On a campus full of students, these dogs are here as educators.
She would that's her way of asking you to scritch under her chin. She looks at her chin like that. This is what she's looking at. Oh, there you go.
Wednesday marked the return of the biannual Dogs on the Quad event. The AU Center for Wellbeing holds the event to raise awareness for Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
I think students love it. I think it's a great way to help students feel more comfortable to talk about some of these topics. I think it's a great way to bring more students in. People will come for dogs, so I think it's a great way to get them here in the area so that we can talk to them about some of these important information.
During the event, students had the opportunity to interact with these furry friends and learn about the intersection between domestic violence and animal abuse.
Domestic violence, I think something that doesn't get talked about enough is that intersection with animal abuse. A lot of survivors have pets, and pets can be a really, really important form of coping, of support for them. It's also important to share that abusing animals and harming animals is a large indicator of abuse if it hasn't started.
All of the dogs at the event are therapy dogs brought by nearby residents. Dog owner Suzanne Dankoff says she gets just as much out of the event as the students.
Yes, good girl. What I notice is that no matter whether you're just like dogs or you adore dogs, she brings smiles to everybody. And then I get those smiles back, and it makes me feel good.
For Backpack News, I'm Brandon Smith.
There you go. Good girl.
In the district, 4 people have been displaced after an arson attack destroyed their home. It happened Friday morning in Southeast. Witnesses say a man threw something inside the home's window. That man has since been arrested and identified as Michael Hawkins, a relative of the victim's family. We're told this is the second time fire crews have responded to the home in 2 days. One of the victims says she believes Hawkins is targeting her brother.
We saw him twice outside, and before the fire started, he's the one that hit my brother in the head with a hammer. So he's been repeatedly attacking this home for a while, for days now.
No injuries were reported. The fire remains under investigation. Hi, so I'm not sure you saw, but there was a picture circulating around social media earlier this week comparing camp turnout from last year to this year. And I just want to know, in your personal opinion, have you seen a difference in the energy level from fans coming into this year, and how has that impacted the team, if so?
I think there is most certainly a difference, a different vibe, a different feel. And obviously, the sale of the franchise has a lot to do with it. The exciting thing is that they're here, and the players feel it. The players talked about it. I can remember when we all started getting together when we had rookie camp, and some of the veterans came in and they saw this setup, and thought, wow, it'd be something if we can put people in that stands for sure. And the next thing you know, we're getting the people out here, and then we see the energy, excitement they bring. I mean, I'm excited for tomorrow being a Friday. A few more people coming out, and then as we get later into camp, seeing more people. And it's been really good for our guys. They really, feel that they're behind us, and that's one of the things that we got to do. Now we got to go out and do our part. We got to play good football. We got to win football games.